Alright guys, my name's Tim. This is my brother Aaron. And today we're making snacking sticks. We got two varieties here we're going to be making. We're going to be making sweet and spicy blend and hunter's blend. Now, these are snacking sticks we're going to use for next duck season. Something to have in the blind with us. We got about 35-40 pounds of duck meat right here. It's my meat, Aaron's meat, my sister's, one of my other brothers, I think Alan might have some, and some friends. So it's not just mine. We're gonna go ahead, we're making like a little mix. We're using pork fat right in front of you there. You don't have to point it. We have some pork fat we're gonna use to mix it, and some seasonings. So we're gonna use the seasonings from this, the casings from these. So we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna go over all the meat first with this, see if it has, let me see your ring. See if there's any BBs and shot in the breast before we go mixing them up. Don't want to be mixing meat through that, and definitely don't want to be biting down on any. So we're going to go ahead, check all the meat, then we're going to grind it up, mix it in with this, stick it in the stuffer, case it up, then we're going to smoke it tomorrow. Alright, here we go.
What? I was just turning it on. Every breast has one. Pick the right one. I thought I was going to be cutting a bunch for sure.
Apparently people are aiming well.
This bag's probably the ones I shot.
Alright, so it's zeroed out right there. Right now Aaron's going to measure out 20 pounds. We need 20 pounds in there. See where we're at. So we need 21.68. 21.4. That's good. Alright, so now we gotta add fat. We gotta add 5 pounds of fat. I'm gonna just chuck 2 of those in there and let's see what that equals. Big one. Alright, so we need it to be 27 pounds. 27, almost exactly. Yep.
You got enough not to give that one too.
Yeah, go and start pulling stuff out and we'll good. Alright, so I messed up. The containers are 20 pounds, not 25. So I thought it'd be okay. We need to take some of this meat out now. Yeah. So we need to take out 5 pounds. Beautiful. 3.
Use the... I've always had to use a knife to get that out. That's much better.
I don't like to wait.
You make this.
Alright, we're going to send it through the more fine blade here. We used the more coarse for the first round, this one for the second. Alright, you ready?
Yep.
Alright, Tyler started on the second batch here already. I forgot to add the part where we add the seasonings after all this mixing. So we added the seasoning and then we started on the casings. Alright, apparently I didn't have the camera going, but we stuffed a bunch of the sausage already. Or the sticks, the snack sticks. Right.
And I'm just watching.
Yeah.
Pancakes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Two times. All right, guys. Here's the Hunter's blend. We're just taking it, cutting it up into little chunks like that. We're gonna stick them in bags, zip them, seal them, just like the other ones. I did overcook it a little bit, so there's a couple of sections like this where they're burned. So that sucks. It always sucks to waste anything. I've been keeping some of them. They're not too bad. It's a little dry. It tastes good. It's a weird thing to describe duck snack sticks as dry, but they're dry. See, like this section, it's like really dry. So I'm not sure if I should just save it or not, because I mean, it's not like they're like super bad or something. They look very comparable, just the outside. They're just like, I think I'll add them when we're in the field. We might be so hungry we just eat them anyway. On them, there's like a bunch of little fat deposits. Or like fat must have like squeezed out of the casing as they were cooking. Alright, well, hey guys, we finished that one up. Got them all packaged, ready to be thrown in the freezer and used throughout the rest of the year. Definitely gonna try and save some of these for the duck hunts coming up. There's not as many of the packets as I thought there would be for this, for the second batch. The first batch seemed to go farther, but I think that was because I didn't chunk them up into little pieces. So there's probably a little bit more meat in each one of these packets. Personally, I've tried them both now. Hunter's blend, I liked a lot more. The sweet and spicy, it was okay. Not my favorite, but it was still good. It wasn't bad. Hunter's blend, I liked it a lot more. Next year, I'm definitely gonna do a little bit more of that one. In hindsight, looking back on the project, I'd say smoke it a little bit longer. It dries it out a little bit more. Because when I did 2 different times on these. This one, when I was smoking, I don't know why. Maybe it was like getting colder at night and it was getting windier, and so the smoker wasn't holding temp as long. But it was taking longer for the meat to actually hit temperature of 165. This one hit it after 3.5 hours, and I don't think it has anything to do with the personal blend of seasoning or anything like that. I think it was just the temperature outside was changing. So I had the same temperature. This I ended up cooking for like 7 hours. This was only 3.5 hours. And it was only 3.5 hours because it hit temperature. And most people were saying 2 hours actually. So I recommend smoking it for longer. It dries it out a little bit more, and they still taste terrific. I mean, I did end up burning a little bit of the meat that was sitting on the edges, but I mean, it still turned out really well. And it wasn't like burn. It was just like a little overdone. But I personally really like it. Everything's turned out really well. I'm excited to eat these throughout the year. Duck season is going to come up here real quick, and hopefully I have some still left to take out on the hunts, because I always like actually like eating some of what I hunted in the past while I'm hunting in the current. So thanks for watching that one, guys. I really appreciate you all tuning into this channel, and like, subscribe, leave a comment. If you have any tips or points about what I've done in this process, go ahead and leave a comment. Something I need to change next year, something that you liked that I did, something you didn't like that I did. Like I didn't like the way those ones turned out. They turned out like more moist. Like when I took them out, I don't know if like the fat burned out of these more or something, like came through the casings, but the fat seemed to stay in those, and so when I transferred them, a lot of the fat seemed to be out on the outside, and I had to wipe them off with a paper towel to make them still really nice. But yeah, all in all, it was a fun project. Super tasty. These ones are the way to go right now. When I cook those, I want to eat those, I might take them out, throw them on a frying pan, dry them out a little bit more every time. But yeah, thanks for watching. Have a good one, guys, and I hope you're out there doing a little butchering, doing a little cooking, and hopefully it's because you did a little hunting, a little fishing, a little trapping. Thanks, guys. Have a good one. Bye.